OGs and young gods, OGs and young gods.
I know you guys are probably asking yourselves, who gave this nigga the right to write a Bible? But if we all look past the lies and false teachers of the men that portray themselves to be the powers that be and seek the truth, our lives just as well as all that lives, lives of Bible.
OGs and young gods, OGs and young gods, OGs and young gods.
No matter what man-made religion we believe in, just being true to thy Lord within ourselves will bring us peace. It's gonna be alright, cause in hell, we can't win the war between good and evil without being truthful to the powers that be.
OGs and young gods, OGs and young gods, OGs and young gods.
Hood, hierarchy, mob pad. Every single episode, man, we gonna give them a little background.
I know how I feel because I've been through that 1,000 times.
Lovely ghetto you, beautiful ghetto you, sweet ghetto
We made so much doing that. I started taking that money throwing the concerts.
It's your boy, Project Pata. Hood hierarchy, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, look, man, if it ain't in the hood, man, it ain't on here.
Hey, this your boy Mario Cannon, man. You rocking with Hood Hierarchy. You already know what's going down.
Team Pretty P stand up. It's a wrap. Tune in.
It's Deli Dale. And whenever I got time and I'm relaxing and I'm chilling, I don't give a damn if I'm laying in the bed with you. I'm checking out Hood Hierarchy. And it's just that simple, just that easy.
This is 7 Up, man, straight from Brooklyn. I want y'all to check my boy out, Uncle Beast, Hood Hierarchy. Get the dopest interviews, the dopest content, the dopest platform, straight from Chi-Town, man. You know what it is, man. We representing Uncle Beast, Hood Hierarchy. That's the highest of prestige. Get it? You already know, that's on game, you heard?
Well, what's that? This the one and only HD president, Mr. Bow Bow Bow. This is Hood Hierarchy checking in. I'm signing out. HD4, bow, bow, bow.
F&G shit. F&G shit. Shut
Big homie Trey Boogie.
We slide.
Johnny Rocket.
Sliding in the rentals, trying to run a milli up. In the southeast, Trey Boogie been a plug. Rubber bands on the blues, hella panoramic views. If you get into it with the squad, you can never lose. It's on the flow like Yellow Rider. I got your vibe on her toes like nail polish. In the city, we get respected from everybody. You about to pull up on Trey Boogie, now let's chop it. If you talking about the game, let's chop it up. If you talking about the hustle, let's chop it up. If you talking about the grind, let's chop it up. Talking about some fly vibes, baby, let's chop it up. If you talking about the game, let's chop it up. If you talking about the hustle, let's chop it up. If you talking about the grind, let's chop it up. Talking about some fly vibes, baby, let's chop it up. Let's chop it up. Got it wet, it's not a cut. Ain't worried about what nobody else got, cause I got enough. Me and Trey Boogie locked in, he threw a lob, I dunk. Heard the beat and sauced it up, can't nobody go hard as us. If you talking about the game, let's chop it up. If you talking about the hustle, let's chop it up. If you talking about the grind, let's chop it up. Talking about some fly vibes, baby, let's chop it up. If you talking about the game, let's chop it up. If you talking about the hustle, let's chop it up. If you talking about the grind, let's chop it up. Talking about some fly vibes, baby, let's chop it up.
Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Hey. Man, this is a pleasure and a privilege to be able to be back on my podcast, man. And I just want to thank everybody who been rocking with me, dealing with me, you know, taking breaks and stuff. But I'm back, y'all. I'm back. So let's get into it. Oh, my bad. It's your big homie, Trey Boogie, and this is Let's Chop It Up. I've been waiting for this interview for a while. We were talking about trying to do it, but in between my health, issues, it didn't get done. But it's getting done today, y'all. So look, allow me to introduce the some and present the others. None other than Larry and Caryn of Muscle Meditation Fitness, y'all. Give them a round, Boogie, favor. Let's chop it up. Welcome. Where y'all at? There y'all go. There y'all
Hey,
go.
what's happening, y'all? San Diego, stand up.
That's right.
Stand up.
That's right.
We got 2 days. We got 3 days. Let's go. San Diego, stand up.
Good.
Man,
Hey, you know, first I want to thank y'all for being patient with me. We talked about doing this a while ago. Y'all actually, you wanted me on your show first, We'll get into your show, and we talked about, cross promoting, and other things, other things too. So, always health and positivity, and positive stuff, both of y'all, and like when we went to the comedy show, and he was like, why you look real, real recognized real, and I could see y'all coming from a good spot, and I appreciate y'all. I just want you to know I appreciate you guys, man, checking up on me. It's real, man. I appreciate it. But go ahead, we're gonna go ladies first. So, I told y'all, Caryn, we're gonna give you the little elevator pitch, who you are, where you from, and when I tell you, y'all, they got titles behind their names. That's why I was like, I'm not going. I'm a mess and miss a name or something, a title. So I'm gonna have y'all do it.
All right.
All right. Well, ironically enough, I was born in San Diego. My dad was a Marine. I was born at the Naval Base right down here in San Diego, 1965. So that was a while ago. I'm 59. Anyway, but ironically, he named me Caryn. And little did he know when he named me Caryn that name was going to pretty much be obliterated in the 2020. So yeah, my name's Caryn.
Well, that's with a K though. That's with a K. That's a different, That's with a K.
So I do. So every time I introduce myself, I always say it's Caryn, but I'm with a C.
Right. That's right.
But pronounced the
right.
same.
Yeah.
So I'm just. I've been here a long time. Moved around the country. Larry, I've been on my own health journey, my own weight loss journey. So when Larry and I met up, it was just the perfect synergy of the things I was passionate about. So yeah, I became a weight loss consultant, and I am not this is the trainer. And then I do a lot of the background work that, as you know, keeps everything running.
The editing, all that, y'all. I just literally just show up. Maybe I'll have an idea too, but Caryn helps make it happen. So that's our synergy. That what her background in that. We're kind of moving as we go.
The yin and your yang.
Yeah. She started editing, and we just started doing our own thing, and there were some things that came from that. We'll talk about that later. But this is Caryn's time.
Oh,
that was it.
Yeah, then we'll get to Larry and the company that he created, and why I jumped on board and just thought it was such an amazing company and amazing idea, and what he's doing for San Diego and for all of us. So.
Oh, why? Thank you.
Take it away.
All right, hey, what's going on, San Diego? Yes, my name is Larry Lewis Jr., born and raised here in San Diego. Started out in Southeast San Diego. Yes. Youngin, lived behind the fire station across the street from Lincoln High School. You guys know what I'm talking about. Carnation Market, Green Cat, So we started back there. Then we moved over to 54th, those apartments right there down the street from St. Stephen's. Yeah.
St. Stephen's.
Yeah. So I've been here a minute, and from there we got the opportunity to move to Claremont. Our parents, my mom wanted to pursue a career. My dad wanted her to have her career. Well, they were separated at the time, but we had a great conversation, and we got the opportunity to go live with our dad over in Claremont. So I spent from like 8 years old up to adulthood in the Claremont area. And I'll say these titles I have, they're pure titles, but a lot of it, they came from my personal experiences in life as I was growing up. And so I felt I needed things that kind of best describe what I do, if you will. So I'm a certified personal trainer. I'm a certified Udasai Reiki master. I work with energy. I'm also a certified energy transfer. Oh, geez, I can't say anything. An energy transfer practitioner, meaning I help people to reconcile with their lost energies, if you will, to reconcile with past traumas, going all the way back as far as we need to go, and reconciling with that, recognizing it, forgiving yourself, forgiving individuals, forgiving situations, and then work our way forward to present you and what life would look like at where you are right now if you were free from all those traumas that held you back or where you based your life from.
That's right. That's right. Before we go on, my bad, y'all. I got to give a shout out to my sponsors, man. Us Before Me, the Thug Bible Movement, OGs and Young God podcast. My man, Uncle Beats and Snap G at Hood Hierarchy Mobcast. I appreciate y'all, bro. Y'all follow them. I'll have it up again. Follow them, and let's support each other. And y'all on Facebook, I appreciate y'all. Y'all on Instagram right now, I appreciate y'all. But come over to YouTube. Let me put that up right now. Come on over to
Come on
YouTube.
down, y'all. Chop it up.
We need you on YouTube. We got to break them numbers, and what is it called? The analytics and all the BS we got to go through now. So come on over to YouTube and let's go from there. It's not okay. There we go.
Right.
But yeah. I know a little bit about your backstory, but before you created this, your business, right, Larry? You got a hell of a story too, and a lot of times on my on my podcast, I like just like church, right? We tell our testimony because it may help somebody else. You know what I mean? You didn't wake up and as a kid was a this and that practitioner and a Reiki master and you know what I mean? Yeah, you had to get to where you at now, man. If you don't mind, tell a little bit about your situations before you and what led you to there
Good questions. Very good questions. My story is I started out in Southeast, and our transition, I didn't like it. Of course, I felt I was taken from my mom, and so I became very angry. I became angry at everybody for whatever reason. But that led me to distance myself from love. As a kid, I didn't really feel on the situation that was happening in that transition. But I became extremely angry at life. I felt betrayed, and I felt alone. And I turned to hurting others, if you will, just being hurtful individual, during that transitional period. And we moved in with our dad. He had a different look on life. It was more, we're going to take your situation where you were and we're going to transform that and show you that there's another way. But I didn't take to that. I was stuck in my anger. And that's my beginning of my personal PTSD. Moving from where I was, where I knew people, to a place where I didn't know anyone. And I'll be honest, moving to this place as a kid, I was probably called the N-word more times than I could count. And with that, of course, came that anger and acceptance. So we were in a situation where Claremont is a mixed population. I had a lot of great friends, but a lot of the inside folks don't understand is that, there was all that hate that was going on too. And with my anger, I would lash out. I would just lash out, and you couldn't touch me, couldn't talk to me. It was, it just wasn't a good look, but you're a kid and you don't know, just know your situation. But from that, I got into martial arts. One of my dad's friends was a brown belt in karate, and she took it upon herself to help me out to curb some of this energy I had.
Hey, I think we all had to go through and take some taekwondo, boxing, wrestling, sport. But we'll get into that too. Go ahead.
Yeah. So with that, unfortunately, with the martial arts, they're there to help you to become a better person, understand yourself. I was a fool. I'm out here using it the opposite way. So, I'm sure you guys can relate. Growing up in Claremont and just being an angry kid and being mad at the world and not even understanding why. I won't go into details of my situation. I just say there was definitely some PTSD, prior. But I found that at an early age that physical activity was a great relief. And I would say at an early age, I recognized that. But, again, I didn't quite understand that until later on in life, the benefits of that. So I'll say I'm not directly street, but I've been around enough to know,
Right.
And yeah, that's Molly.
Sorry.
And
the dog want to be on the podcast. I guess.
That's what it is.
What about me?
I would take the bus to Southeast. From school, I went to Madison High School. From school, I would ride my friends go to Southeast. You know what I'm saying? Take the bus and ride with them. I just get on the bus. It was so bad that the school didn't even realize I was lived in Claremont, but I would take the school bus with my friends and go hang out at Southeast till it's time to go home and take the city bus back home. But guys, I tell you that all of that led me on a path of self-discovery, unbeknownst to me. So as a teen, I got into religion. I found Christ. Went through that circle. Went through. Oh gosh, there's just so many of them. Islam. Went through that, and I just really was trying to find my place.
Krishna Center, you said?
Krishna. I did. Yeah. Hare Krishna. I was on that, just trying to find my way. And what I didn't tell you guys is, and this is something that we talk about having your PTSD. I just fed you guys a whole story about half of what actually happened. At 3 years old, I caught this. So this I caught at 3. It was a whole accident. But that incident, I actually passed. And when I passed, I floated up. And as I'm looking down to try to bring me back, and I know y'all may have heard these stories from people, but I tell you that there is a better place outside of here. I truly, truly mean that. And what I was told was, we need you to walk the land. We have a bigger plan for you. You need to walk the land. Down
like Abraham.
Yeah, and I've never been the same since. And this is what opened my eyes to life. To you, because of somewhere where you started, you don't have to stay there. You can absolutely change your station if you want to. And yeah, you're going to go through some stuff to do so, which I did. I walked a lot of darkness in my life, but I tell you, I made changes. I made steps. I met people. I met healers. I met, OGs. Hey, man, don't go this path. Don't go this path, and I was fortunate enough to listen. I listened. And so I started reading. I started being educated. Yeah, I got teased for it, but I just want to be normal. I just want to be normal. This right here, I didn't feel normal. I didn't feel whole. I didn't feel I belong.
Now tell them what happened. You passed over it though. What happened exactly? You said I caught this.
The OGs will know what this is, but I got caught in a machine called a ringer washer. It's basically looks like a trash barrel with 2 rolling pins on it. As a kid, we don't know any better. We just mimic what we see. And I got stuck in there. So my hand got stuck, but I got stuck on the left side. So I'm here. Yes, sir. And I went to go release myself, but it didn't release. So I don't know how long I was stuck in that position. I don't recall the time, but I do recall the screaming of my mom going in the cab to Mercy Hospital, my hand was completely melted together. This was not what it is now. It was all white, melted. It was horrible. But at that time, the doctor was actually able to give me some fingers. But to this day, I just can't make a full fist.
Hey,
And
so
then
you can make a fist.
Yeah, and then he has the
So
skin
you
graft.
can make a fist.
Yes, he can.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Caryn. My bad.
Oh no. I was just saying, and then he also has skin grafts.
Yeah, I was too little for him to take it from the rear, so they took it from my
Yeah,
legs.
so that you can see when he's wearing shorts, you can see that spot. So
Yeah, there's the lighter strip.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. And that's something.
But I'll carry
that's
on with
powerful.
Yeah, I'll carry
that's
on with
powerful
that.
though. And I like you said, but you still here, I was going to say, but God, you know what I mean? And you said what he said, walk the land. We're here for a purpose. Absolutely. All of us is born and destined for certain things. It's just we go left, we go right when we should have just went straight. When we get older, we realize that and start going the way we were supposed to go in the first place. I'm not a spring chick. I'm 52. I'm not a spring chick. So.
But don't you feel, Trey, too?
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, don't you feel, Trey, too? Like I know I feel this in my life too. That if I hadn't gone through the things that I might have thought were negative at the time, I just wouldn't be the person I am today. And so, when you go back through your life and you say like, oh, I'd like to do that differently, but then, you see the way it kind of transformed you too, or that you can't empathize with a certain group, except for the fact that, you were the new kid and didn't know anybody or whatever it was that you went through in life. So it's always, it's always complicated.
Yeah,
it is. I catch myself doing that, and then I think about, okay, if I would have did it like this, my son, my daughter, my grandkids, they wouldn't have been here because it would have been a whole different, So I think I wake up, I thank God all the time, and I thank him even more than me being here, dealing, 4 or 5 surgeries all on my throat. I've been sliced all the way across now, I'm still able to talk. I'm still able to do my podcast. It's like, why complain about your leg hurting when there's a guy around the corner with no leg?
Yeah, there's always somebody worse off than you.
Yeah.
And this is where we come to where we can help each other out. So I'll go back to my story real quick, just so that you guys can understand that everything that I built this muscle meditation company, there was a lot of energy, a lot of spiritual work that came from that. So as I'm growing up as a teen, I get in my teen life, but in adulthood, let's just say I made a lot of bad decisions. You only know what you know. You carry your anger with you, and you make these bad decisions in life. But I wouldn't. Of course, I would change them if I could. But again, I had to walk this land, walk this darkness, and that darkness enabled me to be able to relate to any person. You understand? I can relate to most people because I've been down in that dark hole.
Yeah.
We'll just leave it at that. I've been in that dark hole. And yeah, like you said, going through the stuff you got, I'm like, wow, I really got not much to complain about. But here we are, guys. So my life, I met so many people. I'll name a few as I go along. But in my adulthood, making these wrong choices is exactly what I needed. There was a time during the we'll just say the 80s when all that was going down during the crack areas.
Right.
I did my part. But I had to I always felt that there was something more, something better. This just can't be it. So I decided to leave the state and move to Georgia. And
where at in Georgia?
I was in Macon, Georgia. I think that's a couple hours.
I lived in Augusta. I lived in Augusta for a little bit.
Oh, okay, yeah. Augusta's not that far. We were just probably a little bit, Macon County where the Army base is. So I lived there, did that for a year, being a fish out of water. I'm a city boy, going to the country. you know, wearing my hammer pants, you know, I didn't, but you know, you gotta go.
Hey, we all wore them.
Yeah, it was a great experience, you know. But during that time too, I got to, you know, the experience for me it was being in the heart of the Black culture, you know, the origins of our Blackness coming from the South, and understanding the Blackness there and the urban community there. And you know, me being a city boy at the time, you won't believe this, y'all, but I became a vegetarian, and I'm in Georgia.
That is hard.
Yeah, but
no soul food for you.
Yeah, it was crazy. I didn't eat meat, but I ate catfish and all that. But anyway, during that time, I really was in self-discovery mode. I just felt there was always something better for me. I felt, you know, I say I had the hand of God on me, because some of the things I went through, there's no way I should be here right now. No way. No way. No way. But I did. And from there, when I came back home, I decided I needed to change. I started working out more, and I was fortunate enough to meet these world-class, world-famous bodybuilders when I'm working at Ralph's over in by Sports Arena.
Okay.
Y'all talking about?
Point Loma.
Yeah, right over there. So I met Milo Skarzov and Sonny Schmidt. I'm working at the store. They took pity on my sport. I was skinny as oh my God, it was horrible, y'all. I was just a skinny guy who was into the bodybuilding stuff, and they graced me with bringing me in and allowing me to work out with them. And from there, I learned what real workout is, and I learned a great work ethic through working out. And I found that I truly loved it because I loved how I felt. Yeah, and that was my first introduction into what exercise does for one's mental health, physical health, and spiritual health. I thank you, Milos. To this day, I thank Milos for that. And I still train, not quite as crazy, because these guys, bodybuilders, wow. It's not for the weak at heart. I'll say that. But I took those lessons.
Yeah, two of my cousins are bodybuilders. Two of my cousins are bodybuilders, and one of my homeboys I went to high school with is too. He won. He's a heavyweight champion. Oh, okay. He won. He just won. I'm gonna show you him later on offline.
Okay. Yeah. And you know, springboarding ahead, you know, from there, this is where I got my workout ethic from, and the benefits of exercising. So, lots of therapy and lots of self-discovery, you know, realizing that this is something that can really help me. And I get lost in working out. From there, the martial arts began to come back into play. And so I had a double whammy of one with the physicality of exercise, plus the training of the spiritual mental side that martial arts give you. You know, it's not about going out there and fighting people. It's about fighting the self within. And that's where
that's deep.
Yes. You
that's
guys.
Deep. Hold up. That might even need one to eat.
Say again.
Yeah, that was deep.
Mm-hmm. And that's, you know, again, you guys, blessed. And from there, I, you know, realized that I had a special gift. I could be around any numbers of any peoples, you know, they don't care what color, what race, it didn't matter. I could be around people, and there was just this energy that I felt of change. That you know what, there's more to us than meets the eye. And as I started healing myself, I had the experience of love and loss, and finding that I hurt more than I thought, and based on the life decisions I was making and things I were doing were still based off old traumas.
Right.
If that makes any sense. Mm-hmm.
Makes perfectly sense. Perfect sense.
Mm-hmm. So with that, I started really wanting to understand who I was as Larry, you know, as a Black man, as a man. and a human being. What is that? What am I? Why am I still here? I've tried to check out several times. I'll be upfront about it.
Yeah.
I'm sure people can relate, but here
Yeah.
we are blessed to still be here. And with that, I delved into the spirituality, the energy work. I became a energy transfer practitioner, meaning I learned how to take my own traumas, reconcile, forgive everyone and everything, including myself, and give myself a fresh start. And this is what I see in our urban communities is that, we're under a lot of duress, and it's hard to find that reset, find that way. How can I, take a break and pause and give myself an opportunity to reset and start and live what life I feel I should be living. And
yeah,
I help several people with that, including myself. So everything I do with muscle meditation is based off my own personal life. From there,
now tell them after that. Tell them about muscle meditation. Let them know exactly.
you guys, this story. Okay, so I got all these things going on. Of course, I'm just my spiritual journey. I'm actually becoming who I felt that I'm a good person, and I wanted to see what life would be as such. But all this time, I'm working out still, exercising. I had people come to me, even though I'm not a trainer yet, how do you do it? Because I've got these crazy workouts that I'm doing. And I had a friend of mine that I was working, my spiritual mentor, and we're working out.
Mm-hmm.
And I just noticed that he wasn't looking at himself. And I just kept wondering, why aren't you looking at yourself? And I just told him, I said, why don't you look at yourself? What do you see? He's just, looking. And most of us do this. You get up, you go to the bathroom, you do our thing, but we don't really look at the person in the mirror. And acknowledge.
I used to until I see, from the front view look good, but that side view, I was like, dang, this how my stomach look. So now I be like this. Now I'm like this. I don't even want to look.
Next time we come back around, we talk about the workout stuff, y'all. We got something for you. But for now,
they're gonna be back, y'all. They're gonna be back. They're gonna be back because it's too much. It's too much to talk about.
As we're working out, I'm teaching them about breathing. Breathing as we exercise. And how that is actually a form of active meditation. This is part of the reason why you feel so good after you have a good workout, or you're playing a sport or whatever. You're being active. Your body's is that feel good endorphins. Your
muscles need that oxygen. Your muscles need that oxygen.
So he's breathing and we're feeling good and we're talking about life. And he's just, I've never worked out like this before. What do you call this? Like, I don't know. I've just been doing it so long. I don't know. It's definitely a form of meditation, and it's a form of working my muscles. And it was as if the pinky fingertip of the Lord just shined on both of us, and we simultaneously said muscle meditation.
Wow.
Yep. Where the grind meets the mind. And mind you, before that, guys, I've been trying to, I started out with nothing. I had a different name. I was just trying to get into the game. I did Herbalife. I had a fitness studio. I was just trying to find my way with no money. But I knew what I had was special. I just felt in my heart, a passion that I got something to say and I got something to offer. And when muscle meditation came to be, everything changed. Everything changed because I am muscle meditation, but I built this to see what would that be through your eyes. What would muscle meditation be through your life if you were able to do what I did for myself, which was change my station and truly live what my plan is. Finding that, whatever that passion is that drives you, it could be, you could be a painter. Yeah. There's a great joy in that. And you feel like you're doing, God's work in it. You know what? You might want to pursue that. And so from there, what was I doing? I was working out at the gym. So I'm trying to do my thing. I decided to quit my job, and I ended up getting another job at LA Fitness selling personal training.
Okay.
When I was selling it, I wasn't a trainer yet, but I knew what I was doing. In fact, I got hired that day when I talked to the guy. Like I said, being blessed, opportunities pop up in the least unexpected ways. And so when I got that job, it was like, wow, I'm onto something. And I would work with people of all ages. And I didn't know any better, but half the time I'd have them almost throwing up, but they loved it. They loved it. They loved it. What it was, they just loved that somebody finally took them out of their shell and challenged them in a way that was fun. It was a spiritual awakening for them. A lot of the times I had people cry half the time because it was more than the workout. It was all the trauma that they were holding inside. The spirit came out there. And so half the time the people want their money back because they wanted me to be their trainer.
When you were selling,
when I'm selling them training, I'm selling them personal training. And that's when it dawned on me that I think this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And some friends said, absolutely. So on July 4th, I called in and said, I'm not coming back. I'm not coming back. I thank you for the opportunity, but I know what I need to do in life. And I quit that job, so making good money. But I found my life's purpose. From there, I moved to Crunch, working out, minding my business.
Well, tell them, jump to where, at the year that you decided to start your business. That.
Oh my gosh, yes, yeah. I know that there's just I can talk all day about the lead up to things, but at Crunch I became a personal trainer. I got my certification out of Frank, my mentor. He mentored me for 2 years, and he said the cert doesn't make the trainer, it's experience. And he took me under his wing, and wow, I learned a lot. But you guys, when I finally decided to make this a full-fledged business, and I tell you, this is the blessings. They had me build up my business plan. That day, I decided to LLC, Muscle Meditation Fitness LLC. They're one of the proudest days of my life. I am having my own business right here. When did COVID happen? 2020. You guys, February 29th.
March. Yeah.
So February 29th, I LLC'd officially. Next month, it was COVID. What am I going to do? I just started a new company. And now everything is getting locked down, and it was a mess. It was a mess. And I probably should have stopped, but I couldn't because people needed me. Yeah. So I did what I had to do in the interim time to get by, but I never stopped.
Did you go online with it?
No.
You ever thought about going online with how they buy workout videos?
Yeah,
what are those?
I got that now.
T90 and all that.
Yeah, it's been a journey. I think we met just after that in 2021. And so it's really been a journey, honestly, about how to get muscle meditation out to people and understand what Larry's about, what he can offer people. And so we actually did create an app for that. And like you said, I think when we met you, Trey, we had people interested in even like a program. As you know, it's like we get led in different directions, but we do have an online app, and it's just, the struggle of letting people, as you know, like you were saying about the numbers about YouTube, and you got to do this. And we're just two older people, trying to
learn it.
Yes.
So it's just I came from an admin background, but in 2020 my life changed big time, and so then when we met, I'm like, I just want to dive into this with you. But yeah, the learning curve is real. And especially, like I said, at this age with all the new stuff, and every month there's something new to learn about what we're supposed to be doing. So yeah,
that's real.
But yeah,
that is real. I have a computer networking background. I used to teach at UEI network technology. I worked for the school district. I was a computer network administrator, and I'm lost on stuff. I gotta ask my kids. Like, I went to school for all this, but it was what we had back then.
It changed.
It ain't the same as now.
No, and like about the time you're getting like your stuff that you're doing online, then they say like, oh no, now you have to do short videos, and then you're like, okay, like you get your short videos done, and oh no, now you need to put your videos here, and then you also want to just enjoy life because now you're getting to be in your late 50s, late 50s, and you're like, but wait a minute, I also want to
go out and have some fun,
enjoy my life too, because I'm starting to realize that I'm in the last little quadrant. So that's just something we struggle with just as people, that, we want this huge success, but we also want, to enjoy it, and enjoy our time, because like you said, tomorrow is not promised.
Yeah.
So
at all.
Yeah.
At all. I tell everyone, I got more time behind me than in front of me. So it's all about what I do with this time right here,
Yes.
Not to go there. We're going to get back to muscle meditation, but listen.
Yeah, let's get to the talk though.
When you go to funerals, on the obituary, it has a birthday, a dash, and the day you pass. It's all about what you do in that dash.
That's
absolutely, Ed. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And this is what we do. We live the muscle meditation life. We're not here to tell people that we have the end all be all. We're saying put it all together, and find out what works best for you. We just took all the goobly goop and condensed it and make it simple.
Well, and I think speaking to that, it's like that's what we've kind of refocused on, because I think, Larry said that, he used to kind of be that trainer that could work you as hard as you could take, and he can still do that. But I think a lot of us have refocused to, we're concerned about how we feel in that dash, and to really living that into the fullest. So we want to be mobile, and now we're starting to think we want to be mobile into our 60s, 70s, and most people, honestly, they don't need to be bodybuilders. They just need the motivation and the accountability to do what we all know. We all know what to do. It's all over the internet. We all know what to do.
Yeah.
So that's what we're trying to do.
That's a fact. That motivation, dealing with the cancer and the surgeries. I also found out now I'm diabetic, diabetes 2, type 2.
Right.
So, I had to change my eating, try to get me some steps in, even with my body that's broken down, bad knees, bad shoulders, bad back. I started off small, and then I actually started doing this one walk, and it was kind of low, you know what I mean? Over 10,000 steps. And I was like, wow, I'm doing this, but it's that motivation. The next day, I'm hurting a little bit. I don't want to do it because I'm not young like I used to, When we were younger, no pain, no gain. Now,
no problem, right?
Pain, pain, I'll do it another day.
Thank you. Where that tussing at? And that's what I want to really stress with you guys about what Trey's talking about. That physicality, moving, having that motivation. It's how do you overcome that when you're not how you used to be? How do you find the workarounds when if you make a move, you're probably going to pay for it, but you need to move because your body is breaking down and you need to fix it. And what the doctors always tell you before they do any surgery, they say, hey, why don't you go be active and see if we can't get you there first. But it hurts. It hurts. It hurts. And you're not motivated to go back. So we want to help. We found a way to help people to be able to do that, to find the motivation within themselves. and how they can overcome and do the workarounds, whatever they got going on. You got the cancer, you got, your bad knees, but now you're diabetic, you're taking your walks now. Well, how do you go beyond the walk?
Now, how do you do that? You say we came up with it. So what's the method? What's y'all method that separates y'all from everyone else?
I'm pricey, so I gotta charge you for that. But I would do this for free, honestly. If we didn't have to do our everyday living,
we do it for free.
I would. Yeah, Caryn hates me. Caryn hates me.
Yes,
oh my gosh, it's like, Larry, this car payment is due. But I
right.
So what we do is we have the honest conversation, and have you open up and talk about exactly what you just did. What's going on? What are we dealing with? And let's start taking a step backwards and let's face what we're dealing with versus stalling. Making little changes that we think will be okay, or based on what we think we remember, we know, so we go back to that, try to do that. But what I do is I actually sit with you and talk to you about the situation, and 9 times out of 10 it's deeper than what's going on initially. It actually has to do with, as you like to bring up, the mental health. That right. I found a huge part, because this habit that you're where you're at now didn't just come overnight. A lot of it was built over time. The pebbles you were throwing in those ripples years ago, so we need to go back there and release you from that first.
Well, we have we do a lot of about visualizing and a lot of motivational things. And Carl Jung said, the paradox about change is that you have to accept yourself before you can change. And I think that's one of the things that Larry really works on. It's like, the first thing you have to do is accept yourself where you're at. And that's really hard for a lot of people. And it's especially, I'm just going to say this as a woman, you tell me if I'm wrong. I think it's especially hard for men who maybe were athletic as younger people, to really just accept the new reality and then move on.
I was going to bring that up.
Yeah,
I was going to bring that up. Well, yeah, go ahead. You hitting it.
And this is like I said, I've seen Larry have these conversations with people to say, like, but you can't do that anymore. You're not in the military anymore. You're not you're not out there, jumping out of planes. Now you're broken. And we have to now work with you from that. And somehow we also have to get you mentally okay with that. And we have to get you to have gratitude where you're at, because gratitude, it is it's the key, and it's the linchpin to life. And sometimes it's hard. It's hard because we're faced with a lot of really sad realities, but somehow you got to look into there and find the gratitude and forgive yourself and love yourself enough to go out and do what you need to do. Those are my nuggets. but I find it especially hard when I see Larry talking, especially to men who were especially athletic, or like you said, in the military, and now they just have to wake up with a different reality.
Like me, athletic, and then military, car accidents, but if I could walk upstairs and still somewhat bend over and this and that, I could add something else back into my daily to get me back in shape, like even with the eating is different now, let's talk about that. Let's talk about the eating.
Health in the hood. Health. You know what? We have generational chains that are being broken now. And I feel it's an amazing time for our urban communities to take advantage of all the progress that's been made. And we're finding that there are alternatives to what we know, right? We love, our host, the fried foods and oh my God. Yeah, I love all that, for real though. But what's happened is we stopped moving. right?
Yeah.
We stopped moving, and we got into a place where we're eating all these processed foods, and we're catching diseases, and we're getting inflammation in our body. We're getting big. Let's just call it what it is. If you're not moving much and you're eating a lot, it's got to go somewhere. And 90 times out of 10, it's going to just stay where it's at and keep growing. So with the eating, we find just kind of go back to basics. To the alternatives to the fried foods. You know what? Air fryers.
And I think
I tell everybody about air fryers left and right. I bought people air fryers. Like, this is what you need.
Yes.
And I think, I think we, as much as people hate the idea, we have to start cooking again. You have to start, getting in the kitchen and cooking again, and talk to your grandparents and talk to your elders and see, like, how did they eat? Because a lot of these problems have been more recent, and, how did they eat? But they were cooking, they were moving, they were, even, growing their own food and stuff. And so a lot of our food had more movement attached to it. Now we can sit in our car, drive through a drive-through, pick it up in a bag, go home, sit down and eat it. And we're not even moving around making it. So it's a sitting problem as well as a food problem.
Yeah.
Why go fishing when I could go to Albertsons and buy me some fish? That's that mentality we have, My pastor called it, we are, I got you, BA. I got you, BA. Big up to BA. I see you on the comments.
Yeah. Hey, for real though, man. You know what I'm saying?
I got you, BA, and big up Shout Body. And this dude, he always call me when go ahead.
Guys, my folks, the thrift store, you got Facebook Marketplace. You can find an air fryer everywhere, my guy. Just you might be surprised the place the Goodwill. Like, go check out some of these places. You can find the air fryer. It's gold.
I'm gonna buy him one. I'm gonna buy you one, BA. I got you, BA. I'm gonna buy you one, man. I'm gonna buy you one. That's my partner right there. That's my partner right there. You dig? I'm gonna buy you one, BA. I got you, man. Air fryer. I got you.
So what I was gonna
different. What's the difference in the eating? No more fried food.
Well, you can have it. You can have it, but with all this technology, all this information, man, you can go on YouTube now and find out how to make a meal out of 3 ingredients. You can take an air fryer. You like fried foods? Guess what? You can still have it. You just don't need the greases like you used to. Take the grease out and just air fry it. Knock it out. We do it all the time. I eat everything that I love. My ribs. I'll do my meats. You name it. It's getting in the air fryer. Chicken, all that. We don't miss no meals in this house.
The trick.
You do ribs in the air fryer?
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. You give me some heat, I can cook anything.
We experiment a lot.
Yes.
Like we try different things. We're not afraid.
Oh, okay. You experiment. Okay.
Hey,
y'all see my pictures. You see my pictures. You see I could cook.
I saw what you did on that last
I ain't never did no. Oh yeah, I never did no ribs in the air fryer though. That sounds delicious though, because it may fry it up a little bit.
Yeah,
I saw fried ribs. Good, I don't know if you had fried ribs, but that sounds good.
Yeah, that looked bomb diggity. Hey, 6ix9ine, it's your boy. Hey man, hit me up, bro. We can help you out. You got your nutritionist. We'll be more. But again, I'll do all that part for free. If you need anything more, then I gotta. We need that Cash App.
But I saw, we do a lot of research, and we're always looking for, what is the latest thing, and we're very conscious about finding things that are, that isn't just somebody. There's so much misinformation out there about health, and there's so many people with the MD just saying like, you need to do this and buy my product or buy this, and so we're trying to get, go through all that for people. We have our Facebook page, our it's Muscle Meditation Accountability on Facebook, and where we post articles and things that we find, and it's not that you should even believe anything we say. We just say do your research, and don't just follow something because somebody said you should get it, or heaven forbid, don't buy the gummies. Oprah is not selling the gummies. Kelly Clarkson is not selling the gummies. Nobody,
Right. Magic gummies.
Somebody probably in China selling gummies. Just don't be fooled by these magic potions, because really it's just, you know, eating clean and honestly, we saw, you know, if you're trying a program but in 3 months at the end of it you hate it or you're injured or you can't sustain it, it's not for you. You need to find something that you can do that you can do for a lifetime, or else it's not worth it. You know, it's not worth it to lose 10 pounds and then gain 20. And I lost 30 pounds in 2000, but between 2010 and 2014. I didn't do it overnight. That's also not a thing. If you see a picture of some, you know, lady or gentleman who's, you know, heavy in one picture and skinny 3 months later, that's not real. Don't buy that stuff.
Ain't no magic. Ain't no magic pill. No magic portion.
I'm gonna call it like it is.
It takes a while, but I'll tell you, you know, you lose it, and if you can keep it off, it's a game changer. And we think we can help you with that. And it's just, you know, we think we can help, you know, you get your mindset right.
Health is wealth. Like health is wealth, you guys.
And find a way.
My guy, Sal Body, right there. OG's a Young God podcast. My right hand man, Sal Body, tapping in.
Yeah,
he got his podcast too.
Oh, that's what's up. Yeah, we like to come on. I really want to just spread the word and let folks know that you guys, you want to eat better and cleaner. It really comes down to just to go to the store, you know, and just be mindful of what you're buying, because what we do now, you know, we're teaching our kids. We're setting them up to be doing the same thing, right? You know, we have them out doing all these things, but then as they get older, all they remember is, you know, let me go get this Hot Pocket. Everything's fast, you know, and then the cycle continues. What we show y'all how to do is to just be mindful of that and just make the little changes you need to make right where you are. We're not going to tell you go on the keto diet. If you need that, you know what, see your doctor. It might be something that'll work for you, but don't get
one thing doesn't. It doesn't work for everybody, you know. One thing that may work for you, that doesn't. And people don't understand that. They see someone done this, now they waste all their money doing this, and it ain't working for them because they ain't willing to do the other part. Waking up at 3 a.m, going to the gym, doing this and doing that, not eating this and not doing that.
Yep.
Don't you feel like, I feel like when somebody starts a new diet, it's like they just found a new religion and they just want to convert everybody to their diet.
You know,
and they're angry about it. Like, oh my gosh, how can you eat, you know, how can you eat a carb, or how can you eat meat?
Right.
And you're just like,
give me that.
Give
me that.
I
don't miss no meal.
I had a family member who was like that with gluten. I was like, I don't eat gluten. What is a gluten? Like, what do you mean you don't eat gluten? And what is it? I never heard of a gluten. I don't know what has gluten. I don't.
It's crazy.
But yeah.
Game out there, we can tell you, but that's for another podcast.
The eating, you guys, it really comes down to if you're, you know, it is what it is. Again, I always preach that I'm not the end all, but it comes down to if you're gonna eat what you're gonna eat that you know not as good for you, nutritionally good for you, then you need to be moving. My philosophy is exercise first, then you'll want to eat better. Because if you try to eat better, you're already setting yourself up to prolong the inevitable of you got to do the work. Folks, period. That's the game. Don't like it? Try me.
You can eat healthy and still eat too many calories for what you're moving. Because the second part of it is we're sitting too much. So you can say like, I'm going to eat healthy. And then people tell us all the time, like, I'm eating healthy, but I'm not losing weight. Well, because you're not moving too many calories for what you're moving. Because
or not enough.
Like I tell you, in COVID, everybody like went to the store and they like bought out the stores of all the food, right? But I knew what was going to happen because like you're going to go home and sit. You're going to go home and sit down and watch Netflix all day, and you're going to eat all that food and all that. Remember all the bread? All the bread was gone.
Yeah,
and
it get right here. Right on your stomach.
We saw what was coming.
I think most of us was.
Everybody's like, "How many COVID pounds did you gain?" Like, well,
Right.
Hey, I got
COVID pounds. Yep.
tell you guys of me during COVID. I was and to this, taco shop 211. Okay, don't judge me, you guys. Don't judge me. Don't judge me.
211.
Yes, sir.
Drinking 211
Yeah, you guys.
at your age. First of all, they still sell 211 places.
Yes, they do. You be some 211. But what?
That's that nasty. Oh
Hey,
Lord,
man,
you might as
that's
well have
delicious.
OE.
Yeah,
St. Ives, sir.
St. Ives. St. Ives. OE 800. Yes. Cold.
Wow.
Yeah, you're looking at a man who to this day, every now I don't drink it as like I used to. I think actually last year I had to give it up.
Okay.
But that's another story, you guys. Anyway, I did all the taco shopping horribly. Yeah. But I've always stayed active. Look at Boogie thinking now, like what?
He's gotten away with it a little more than most, I would say. But I will say one of the things that you'll get with Larry and I is we live the same struggle. We're not like, we're not these people that are out there, running marathons. We also like to eat and we struggle too. So we understand. But
what you got next question? Come on, move on for that, bro. You can go here. Got people looking at I think I got
No.
My meat can.
What I want to do is, like I said, I'm gonna start doing more shows about health and mental health and stuff. I would like y'all to be a returning guest. You know what I mean? When I do these podcasts,
check out the new studio and talk about that more in depth about what we do as far as the physicality and help you guys out. Again, I'll give it to you all for free as much as I can. Damn it!
Wait a minute.
But I just say as much as I can. Of course, a free consultation. We'll talk with you. The accountability group that we have, you guys, it is free on Facebook, but we can help you set yours up. If you're helping the hood, we can help you guys start making these changes and set up your own groups.
And one of the things we started doing, and honestly, it is a passion for both of us. It's not, we're not making huge amounts of money from this. It's a passion, and that's our wealth. We feel passionate about health being wealth. We feel passionate about the longevity and our health span, because we're in that age group, right? We're all together.
You too now.
But we do have
I don't hide it.
And the accountability group, we kind of started this whole thing where we do like 2-week challenges and the whole challenge is just to not sit all day. So it's about, we pick a movement and we all challenge each other to get up and do them, and us too, because I'm I'm sitting at the computer trying to figure all this stuff out all day long, and if I don't get up and move, I'm in the same thing. So you pick a movement and then you take one saboteur out of your diet for 2 weeks, and we do the challenge together. It's free, and we just support each other and we cheer each other on. And then the really thing I love about Larry is he takes modifications to the next level. So if you feel like I have not moved in years and I have a lot of weight, we have the modification. You can move, even if it's just up to your toes and down. You can feel successful.
Yes.
So.
And that's like when you told me just do throughout the day 100 wall push-ups. You know what I mean?
Yeah, remember that? Yes.
So look, we're gonna have them back on again, and they're gonna be coming on regularly.
There's so much.
Yeah. I mean, there's so much they do. I'm not into having 3-hour podcasts because people got short attention spans. Right. So I'm gonna say this is part 1.
Yeah, let's do that.
They'll be back on, especially on one of my Hot Topic Tuesdays. I would love for them to come back too when we're talking about certain stuff.
Honored.
So it's going to be going down right now. Go ahead and one at a time, let them know how to follow you, how to find you, give your social media tags so so they could get in touch with you. And make sure you guys follow them. Make sure you guys follow them. And my guy Shout Body said I drink a lot of cucumber water. And me knowing him, that's supposed to be pomegranate.
Yeah.
You know, I drink and pomegranate trying to stop drinking soda. You know, he can't spell. That's my brother. He can't spell. Now I'm messing with him.
Hey,
So pomegranate. He got me on that pomegranate juice. He got me on that.
Be out there. I think a 2-week challenge would be great for you. I would just say replace that with some exercise. You know.
Yeah, I think, and that's
he does camera work. So if y'all ever need someone, that's my guy right there, man. Shout Body.
Oh,
yeah,
for sure.
So I'll just say our Facebook page, Muscle Meditation Accountability Group. It's a private group, and that we do exactly that. If you've solved a problem some way, share it with the group. We all want to, you know, we can all help each other.
That's what we're about.
And then our website.
The website www.musclemeditationfitness.com. As you can find information about what we do. You can also hit us up at Muscle Meditation on Instagram.
And on Facebook.
And on Facebook, Muscle Meditation Fitness on Instagram.
We do it. I mean, are we on TikTok?
Yeah, we are.
No, okay, I'm just going to show my age right now. I'm like, you know, it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah. TikTok, it's I didn't change the name yet.
We're on YouTube. But,
yeah, YouTube. You guys go to our YouTube channel.
But that's your laugh your fat off.
That's the laugh your fat off. We have some.
We didn't even talk about that.
Yeah, we have exercises in there. We have. You know, the challenges are in there. So if you want to get into that, subscribe and you can have access to all of that. But we'd love to hear.
Is that where you guys have that dice? And you be rolling it and it come up with an exercise?
Every time we do it, we just finished one. We lost the dice, and so we have to use cards.
We'll have to come down and have you roll the
dice.
That's
right. What y'all say? We get Trey Boogie to do this 2-week challenge with us.
Let's do it. Let's do it. I can move the table. I can move the table out the way.
Yeah. We'll come down and show a few modifications for you guys. It's let you know we're very real. We live what we preach. We struggle just like you guys do, but come follow us. Come talk with us. Ask whatever question you need. We'll help you figure it out. My hashtag is just show up.
Yep.
Just show up.
Show up.
Mm-hmm.
Show up.
This is awesome. This is great, you guys. I've been wanting to do this for some time. And Trey Boogie, we want to personally thank you for having us and allow us to talk to our peoples. We feel that the urban community is ready, and we feel that we can help marshal that in with our muscle meditation methods here and help people to just be able to, like yourself, to start healing their broken bodies. You know, it can't be done. You're not alone. And we want to give this gift to you all and see what muscle meditation looks like through your eyes and how you can overcome whatever you were going through to live the life you truly, truly feel you want to enjoy. We can have happiness in the hood. It starts with one person, one of our big dogs. Okay, so I'm gonna call out some names. Speaker Box. Yeah, man. Yay, man. You know what I'm saying? I got a good friend out there. He's on Death Row Records. Mr. Dice. You know, you guys might know him. He's doing big things too. Bootiano, he goes by Bootiano. So, you know, if I get some of these leaders to chop it up with us to talk about how we can get health in the hood, using that, it starts with our leaders. We can really make a big difference. And y'all can have health in the hood. You can still have all the stuff you like. You just, you know, you're gonna just start moving more, you guys. We just need to start moving more again. That's part of, I feel, in our culture that, you know, after we got freed, we kept the diet, but we stopped moving. And it's time to reintroduce movement again so that we can live these amazing lives and be these amazing people that we are together.
There it is. There it is. There it is. And, you know, the names you name, I know them all. You know, Speaker Box used to be my host for my shows I used to do every month, you know, at Lives. So, yeah, it's all beautiful. Again, they're going to be back on, y'all. They're going to be back on. I appreciate everyone tapping in.
Yeah, but tap into us and let us assist you as best we can. We would definitely love to come out. If you guys want to set up something in the hood or in the area that you can show you guys how to do some, just some exercises to get. Let's see. Here we go. This is why we gotta get up out of here, y'all. I told you we could be here all day.
And he has a great warm up. So check that out. Everybody should do it every morning, every time before whatever you do, bowling, pickleball, whatever, you got to do this warm up he has. I'm a convert.
I appreciate it is. I appreciate you guys. Yeah. And y'all see them soon. You will see them soon. I guarantee you.
Yeah,
I'm really,
after this.
I wanna be a part of what y'all going, and I want you a part of what I got going. So it's gonna happen real soon. I appreciate y'all. There's nothing but big love from your big homie, big homie Trey Boogie. Yeah. You dig? I'll holla.
F&G shit. F&G shit.
Shout big homie Trey Boogie.
We slide.
Johnny Rocket.
Sliding in the rentals, trying to run the millie up. In the southeast, Trey Boogie been a plug. Rubber bands on the blues, hella panoramic views. If you get into it with the squad, you can never lose. It's on the flow like Yellow Rider. I got your vibe on her toes like nail polish. In the city, we get respected from everybody. You about to pull up on Trey Boogie, now let's chop it. If you talking about the game, let's chop it up. If you talking about the hustle, let's chop it up. If you talking about the grind, let's chop it up. Talking about some fly vibes, baby, let's chop it up. If you talking about the game, let's chop it up. If you talking about the hustle, let's chop it up. If you talking about the grind, let's chop it up. Talking about some fly vibes, baby, let's chop it up. Let's chop it up. Got a wet, it's not a cut. Ain't worried about what nobody else got, cause I got enough. Me and Trey Boogie locked in, he threw a lob, I dunk. Heard the beat and sauced it up, can't nobody go hard as us. If you talking about the game, let's chop it up. If you talking about the hustle, let's chop it up. If you talking about the grind, let's chop it up. Talking about some fly vibes, baby, let's chop it up. If you talking about the game, let's chop it up. If you talking about the hustle, let's chop it up. If you talking about the grind, let's chop it up. Talking about some fly vibes, baby, let's chop it up.